Thank you. Hello, everybody, and thank you for stopping by the Massachusetts Beer channel of YouTube for another edition of Wildfire Wednesday, where the only admittance is your beverage, a wine, a beer, a spirit. Let's bring it. Let's talk about it. Let's have some fun, people. All right, so we're gonna go around the horn, as they say on ESPN, starting with Michael Kormorov from Brooklyn, New York, to describe this evening.
So I have 5 Boroughs Brewing Company's Hoppy Lager, 6% alcohol, and it's about a couple of miles. The brewery is a couple of miles from where I live. Been there before. It's a nice setup, nice place to go, and they are open now again if you do want to go there and try some of their beers at their home location. Trying to do a good pour here. And let's get an idea of the look. It is yellow in color with a very strong bubble stream shooting up and a 2-finger whitehead, which is pretty frothy. Looks like an interesting beer. And I will be back around with nose and taste details next time around.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael. Let's go to your neighbor, James P. McDonough from New Jersey.
All right. I have the 5.1% alcohol by volume Brooklyn brand Pilsner. All right. Very rather nice looking B. They should have used that B for their Brooklyn Nets basketball team, but I can't. I got to think of everything, you know. It is a nice looking B. It was the logo that was meant to be.
Hey, James, I do need to ask you something, James.
Yeah.
You sent me a message a couple of days ago, something about StreamYard, but we'll get into that, I guess, after the beers. I'll ask you about that later.
I don't even remember.
That's okay. We'll talk about that.
Anyway, yeah, Brooklyn brand in Brooklyn. This is my first time having one of their products, and it's a Pilsner. Actually, I chose something else to be delivered, and they didn't have many of the products because they blamed COVID-19, and they said, "Oh, the shipments, the trucks are not making their deliveries in a timely fashion because of COVID-19." I said, "Well, they're in the truck by themselves. Well, how does COVID-19 stop the big rigs from coming in?" Anyway, it's light, but it's surprisingly very flavorful and heavy mouthfeel and hoppy in the aroma. It's great. I mean, but are we describing right now, or are we going?
You can go as far as the appearance and the aroma right now.
Yeah, very hot, very strong. I guess bready, malty, and mostly hoppy for a Pilsner. I thought it would be very light, but it's not really light. It tastes more like a lager.
Gotcha.
I would say moderately bitter. I mean, moderately distinctive with the hops. I don't know the fine detail of it. I don't know if they really tell you. Brooklyn Pilsner. No, that's not it. No, they don't really. Smoothness,
that was easy.
Superior complexity, smoothness, cool lagering period, a long cool lagering period. And that's about all they say. But for a Pilsner, it is surprisingly like a good lager. So I was surprised to actually like this beverage, because I don't like light things. And Brooklyn Brewery, Utica, New York. So it's I guess that's upstate. Yeah.
There you go.
Assuming. I guess if they had it in Brooklyn, they're afraid they might trash the brewery.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they might spray graffiti all over the building. But they might mess up the brewery. You know what I mean? It always clears my sinuses when I do that. Anyway, I enjoy it. For a Pilsner, it's not really light. It's great. And I was very surprised, pleasantly surprised when I first had it. But it wasn't my first choice, but by accident, I wanted their lager. I wanted something stronger, and they didn't have it because they blame the pandemic and the truck drivers are scared to make the deliveries. Yeah, well, you're in a truck by yourself. You don't have to wear a mask. You don't have it's like BJ and the bear, with the orangutan next to you. They're by themselves. So I don't know what the
Coronavirus.
You sipping?
What kills me? These people that go on live shows. I'm not naming names, and they got the little woman in the background, like interfering. Like, don't they realize this is a live stream show?
I love you, James.
I used to tell people in my family when I lived with, I said, hey, when I go live, I don't care unless there's an earthquake or a tornado. It's got to be an F5. Though. Do not bother me. But I'm live. This is professionalism all the way. Professionalism. You jabronis out there. Anyway.
Ding, 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 ding.
You would go back to you for all the great discussion. Cheers, Daryl.
It's like a nipple.
Yeah, it's like a nipple. Man.
It's like a nipple.
Hold out.
All right, beer man.
Hey, man. All right, man. So I got one from Drecker out of Fargo, North Dakota. Ooh. And it's their chunk. It's a new one. I haven't had it. It's Sunday Sour. It's with mango and marshmallows. It's a 7.2%. It didn't have it on the can. It usually has a little glass. So if any of y'all get one of these from me, it usually has a little tiny like snifter glass or something with the percentage right there. Wow. But it didn't have it. Cool label. Cat. Crazy cat.
Drecker rocks, man.
Hell yeah.
I have to try their beers. I hear that Drecker is good.
Very good. So they're using Magnum and Hallertau Blanc for their hops, lactobacillus culture and house ale yeast, mango marshmallows, lactose, pale 2-row wheat carafoam. Cool. 7.2. Let's pour this. It's about a month old. I shook it a little bit. I'll shake it a little more though. Oh, that looks like mango juice, man. Look at that. Oh,
that looks delicious.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Magnum hops, created by Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
Damn! Kind of it looks more yellow in your picture, but in mine it looks very mango-like. Looks like the fruit. I mean, it looks really good. It's got kind of a golden mango thing going on. A nice, very, very not a good head. Went down very quickly, but that's expected. Come on, it's a sour. But it's holding up and then went away. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
It was very oily. Yeah, nice see-through beer. You can really see through it. Cheers. I look forward to tasting this.
Cheers, beer man.
Cheers. Much love, man.
Cheers, beer man. All right, let's go to the great north of New Hampshire with Bumpy Road Brewery.
Since I couldn't really pronounce the first beer I was going to do, I decided I would change it up. So sorry to Michael for having to rewrite all the information, but this one is from Backyard Brewery out of Manchester. Yes, Manchester, New Hampshire. And called Lazy Days. It's a 6.2% hazy IPA. Realistically, it's a New England IPA, but for some reason they started calling it a hazy instead. But it's their own. It is 2 weeks old at the time of me drinking this, so pretty fresh. I got a fruit fly.
Oh,
You need to put away the fruit.
move your fruit.
Yeah. Well, I think it's the brains can.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll name them British.
Probably.
Oh man, that's like potato.
That is.
Darker than a potato. It's a nice yellow. It's a yellow lollipop color, I would say, with lemon. I guess lemon lollipop. It's hazy, and it's got a nice white frothy head on it. White frothy head. Brought to you from the backyard.
The backyard.
Cheers. We'll get into this when it comes back around.
Excellent. Yeah, I've been to Backyard once. That place was pretty good. The food really amazing. Good stuff all around. Thank you, Miss.
All right, I have an excuse for being the way I am. Miscellaneous Magnets and myself reviewed this earlier, 2018, Bourbon County. So that was a 15.2.
Well, that's okay, Brian. You're a lot of fun regardless.
Yeah,
Tell my
man.
wife that.
You know what I mean? Appreciate you.
Oh yeah, just having fun tonight. Anyway,
I love
doing
you, Brian.
natural ice, trying to calm down. So 5.9er, y'all know it. Poured up. There's a little head.
Got a wild Mary sitting in the chat.
There you go. All right. Nice nails. Cheers, y'all.
Flex will run.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Don't hear about.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're on to another New Jersey.
It's all you, Alex.
Alex the beer
Appreciate you, Brian, and I appreciate you, everybody.
Alex, the beer snob.
Yeah, because I love my beer, craft beer. We got a KBS, Founders KBS, and it is a 12%er. And I look forward to drinking this. I love these beers. I'm gonna get more of it, and probably get more of other KBS, other Founder products that are barrel aged too.
So, Alex, I got a question. You ever had the Mackinac Fudge?
Come on now, 1,000 times with you. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Can't wait to get more of it.
Straight down the middle.
Another
That's-
half-assed Alex pour.
Yes, it is. Not the real one yet. That's what I'm in the mood for it. That looks delicious. A two-finger head, nice and dark. That's just perfect. Smells good. Looking forward to tasting it and all that good stuff next time around. And I'll give you the smell and all that stuff again.
All right.
Cheers, Alex. Love, brother.
Cheers, Alex.
Oh, too, man.
Look forward to hearing your thoughts on that beer once again. And before I get started, everybody, there's that. Hit the subscribe button, everybody. Everybody, subscribe to Thomas Metal 75 and Progressive Discussion, James Madonna, Beer Man, Bumpy Road Brewery, Thrash Brew, and Barbecue, and Alex the Beer Master. Subscribe to everybody. We all appreciate that. So, the beer I'm bringing this evening is from Night Shift Brewing, and I think that this one is probably done at their Everett, Massachusetts location. It is called Wide Awake. It's an imperial
Yeah, I've seen that. That's, yeah.
with coffee. So they do a porter called Awake, which is more of their imperial stout edition. This is only 8.1%, so it's still pretty good. It's featuring their darkling espresso roast coffee beans. So pretty good. Java Junkie Rejoice, they say. And this was canned on the 8th of January, 2021. So let's get it in a glass and see what this bad boy looks like. It's pouring extremely dark. Let's see.
Kind of reminds me of a KBS.
A little bit.
Yeah.
There we go. Ooh. Oh, yeah, there you go. Look at that
Well,
bad
it's
boy.
really close to an Alex pour.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's the original. That's
It
the
looks like a
original.
statue.
Medium bubbles,
looks
light
like
sculpture.
bubbles, small bubbles. It's not super. It's not like black as night. There definitely is some ruby red, and again, you have that pretty much 3-finger head, and that's pretty much the appearance on that. And the aroma. Thank you. The aroma. I'm gonna give that thing the boot. No, we're good. The aroma is definitely fudge. Big old chocolatey fudge aromas. Definitely, there's some smokiness in there, and just roasty grains, chocolate, and that giant espresso bean. I mean, it does not smell harsh in any way, but it definitely smells like your stereotypical imperial stout. So far that smells inviting. We'll come back around so y'all can hear about the wide awake. We will do that. And let's put everybody back on panel this way. And let's go back to Michael Komarov so he can give us the rundown on his beverage.
Where's the scrolling marquee?
I'll put it back on. There you go.
Michael, you're muted. You're muted.
Michael,
you're muted.
he'll fix it.
Muted.
Oh, Michael, you're muted. Michael.
He heard
There
you.
you go.
Okay, so the head has recessed a little bit, gone down a little, but you're still getting good head retention, and it's still frothy and good lacing on the top, and still have that bubble stream going, and it's a golden yellow color. I guess it's more yellow than gold, but you get a nose on it. Getting a lot of citrus and floral hops. Kind of a mild aroma, nothing spectacular, but you can smell the hops. And it's a lager, so they say hoppy lager, so you do get the hops in the aroma. Let me get a taste on it. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Cheers, Michael.
Okay. The taste is more lagerish, as they say, but you can still taste the hops. The bitterness, if it's there, is more on the backside. So you're not getting a straight in bitter. I don't know what the IBUs are in this one, so I'm not sure. But so you're not getting the bitterness on the front. It's more, you're getting kind of like a tropical note. But you're getting a definite lager as far as the taste goes. Trying to think what else I'm getting in. I did make some notes here. It's definitely hoppy, but the hops are kind of not pronounced. So you're getting hoppiness, but not real bitterness. It's very easy drinking. I would say it's got a light to medium mouthfeel. It's very drinkable, goes down pretty easy. And 6% it tastes about like that. So it's not like the alcohol has really any effect on it, but you can tell there's alcohol in it. I will keep sipping on it, and I'll have a number on it when we come back around.
Excellent. That sounds like a good beer. Cheers, Michael.
Cheers.
All right, let's hear from
You're on.
James is on.
Ready? All right. I guess we're giving the final word on our product.
You can give it a taste. Tell us what it's like.
Oh, okay. Brooklyn Pilsner, 5.1% alcohol. I thought it was going to be very light because it's called a Pilsner, but it tastes more like a good lager. Better than the macro American lagers, even though, well, this is a craft beer Pilsner, right? Utica, New York is the brewery location. And very strong on the hops, rich, heavy mouthfeel, bready, malty, and but the hops are very prominent. I don't know what kind of hops they're using because I didn't have a chance to look it up. It's not on the bottle, but anyway, I like it very much for something I thought was going to be very light, and I originally wanted their I wanted to try their lager or some of their others that were obviously meant to be stronger, but they were all out of it. So next time I'll give another product a shot that they make. I'm very happy with this. So their stronger beers have to be pretty good. If the Pilsner tastes like a good lager. So, but it is very strong with the hops, the hop flavor and aroma. It's very good. So another round is the scoring, right?
Yes,
One more
sir.
round? Okay.
Got it.
All
That
right.
Brooklyn lager is good. It's very similar to the Boston lager.
Oh,
The Brooklyn lager, the Vienna style. Yeah.
yeah.
Dark malted. So you would like that if you like the Boston lager.
I wish Samuel Adams made old Fezziwig like year round, but they don't.
That was a good beer for the winter time.
Yeah, Fezziwig. It's a wheat beer, isn't it? Most of these Christmas season beers.
Yeah, I
They're
think that's probably what it
wheat.
is.
Yeah. Not as good as the German Aventinus. I think that's what it was called. That was outstanding wheat beer.
Aventinus. Yeah.
Aventinus.
Yeah. All right. We'll come back for the Brooklyn Pilsner final score, thoughts, and plugs, whatever you want to plug.
Oh, let me drink some water. Hey, all right.
Palate cleanser. All right, people.
I had like a different beer I was drinking. Right on. So this is the one but from Drecker out of Fargo, North Dakota. It's one I've sent out to a few people, and it seems like they've enjoyed it. So this is a Chonk Sunday Sour with mango and marshmallows, 7.2% ABV. And again, on that note, they have it listed on the side. As some of you know, pale 2-row wheat carafoam Magnum Hallertau Blanc, which I don't think I'll taste many of the hops. Citrus, spicy, nutmeg, black pepper, all that stuff, Vinny, whatever. But yeah, so let's get into this. Mango, marshmallows, lactose. So mangoes and vanilla. Nice. Looks good. The head's down. Looks like mango juice now, actually. Looks like a liquid mango. Let's go in for the smell. It's got a cinnamon vanilla with a nutmeg. It does have that from the hops. That's weird. The Magnum hops brought out like kind of a cinnamon nutmeg. Very nice. Very almost drank it with my nose. Mango and vanilla is nice though in this. Very nice puree with the mango. Looking at it, it's got the puree. You can see the dotted. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks all dirty and gross. But it's all the puree fruit, and you can see little pieces of the like the seed probably that they missed when they were grinding it up, pureeing it. There was a little brown thing in there, but very nice. It's very thick looking, opaque. Can't see through it. Medium. Slow rising bubble, nice white head, and it did generate some more head as I went. So the retention wasn't terrible for a pureed fruit sour. Going into the taste. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Man.
Oh man, God damn it, Jesus! This is so good.
You forgot Mary.
It's so good, dude. I don't know what these do to you guys, but that have had it. But I think what Miscellaneous and Bumpy have had them, and who else had one? I forgot who else I sent them to, but I think I sent one to D1. Yeah, but these are just so fruit forward. I mean, they taste so soft and subtle and smooth on the mouth. Feel very thick. Very puree thick and have a sweet kind of stickiness on the lips. They kind of have a longer finish. They do kind of reside down the throat a bit before they dry off. But it's almost good. Like it's a good flavor. So like I'm getting cinnamon, vanilla, nutmeg, kind of like more of an allspice vanilla coming from that marshmallow, and then the mango is very present through it all. You know, it's just you can tell they threw a lot of that mango puree in. Very thick, viscous kind of feeling in the mouth all throughout. I mean, it's so enjoyable. It's better as it warms, actually. Maybe about 50-55 drink it at, and you're going to get some good flavors out of that.
Nice.
It's very fruit forward, not sour at all, more tart, sweet, and you do not get too much malt. You don't get any malt, actually. The fruit really takes over. That mango meatiness really throws through some great fucking feelings in your head, man. You're just like, wow, I love it. Because I love mangoes. And I don't know about you guys, but I love mangoes. Very good tropical stone fruit. Very good beer. 7.2. Can't get the alcohol. Very nice. Just very smooth. Actually, a little burn. There is a little burn down the throat. A little heartburn feel. But not bad, though. Cool. Might be the cinnamon or something. Yeah. Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Thomas. Cheers. Metal 75.
Sounds
Cheers,
like
man.
it's going to do better than a 7.5 out of 10 for a rating. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is in the 90s for sure.
990.
Yes,
Damn.
yes.
Well, that's going to be a good rating. Well, let's hear from Bumpy Road. If that backyard beer is any good, I think it will be.
All right. The aromas. It's very citrus forward. It's got kind of like an orange, bit of like an orange rind, a little bit of tangerine type notes as well. Mango. I'd say a little bit of peach also.
Subscribe to Bumpy.
No real malt presence in the aromas. There is kind of a sweetness though, so the malt is making a presence. It's just not coming out as like smelling like bread or wheat or anything like that. And I do know they put quite a bit of wheat, at least. I'm not sure if they use flaked oats as well, but there's at least wheat in this. All right. Anyways, cheers.
Chalante.
Cheers, man.
I'm even saying that right. Chalante.
Medium body, soft mouthfeel. Lower side, medium carbonation to it. Slightly drying on the palate. It comes off very citrus forward for the most part. Bit on the orange rind for a finishing bitterness. The malts, there's not a whole lot coming from the malts and the flavors in this either. It's just a bit of that wheat type flavor. It's just a lot of the hops and stuff. It doesn't have as much of like a mango flavor as it does like in the aroma. There's more of that mango in the aroma. This one just kind of seems to stick with that citrus tone. So mostly orange and a little bit of that tangerine, and then that orange rind bitterness that just lingers on. So I'll continue drinking on this one, and I will come up with a score. Oh, the 6.2 alcohol. Not detectable, because if it was, they did something really wrong.
Weed Wednesday. Maybe on Beer Man's channel.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I like Bud. Do it now.
Trees was.
Cheers.
Well, cheers.
All right. Let's hear about that Eyes lager.
The Eyes. Cheap. I'm cheap tonight. I'm like a dirty date.
Wow. You didn't start off that way, though.
No. Anyway, Natty Eyes, 5.9ers. Nothing wrong with them if you ain't wrong. Right?
Well, now it's a Keystone Ice.
Well, It started on a natty last night. I know. I think I bought these last night. Anyway, having a good time. Yeah, enjoying. Just wanted to be a part of the party. Having a good time. I had bourbon stout 15.2 earlier. So, Michael, we missed you. Moving on.
Yeah.
I was out with my wife during the day.
I know, it's all good.
All right, Alex, it's your turn to describe your beer.
Thank you, my friend.
You got it.
Smells chocolatey. Smells like a bourbon. Coffee, roasty, chocolateness. Smells really good. The head stayed nicely, like a slick kind of, like an oil slick. So looks pretty good. Let's try it, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers, Alex.
Yours.
First thing I taste is coffee, chocolate. The mouthfeel is nice and smooth and somewhat creamy. I guess I could be wrong about that, but that's how I feel. So it's nice and thick, the mouthfeel. I like that. Tastes a little bit of alcohol, but not too much. So that's what I like about these strong beers. They don't taste like alcohol all the time. And you have a little bit of burn as it goes down the throat. That is good. Very tasty beer. Everybody's probably had this, I would have to say. Founders KBS.
Never
Please
had
get
it.
them.
No, I've had it.
New ball busting.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very tasty. Again, as I'm drinking it, I feel that burn, but it's supposed to be like that. So yeah, that's all I taste. And I taste a little bit of bourbon too, like I said. So I like these bourbon beers. I'm gonna look for the beer that the legendary Bumpy drank the other day. It's a series on Founders. I'm trying to figure out what it is now.
The bottle
Something-
shop series.
Thank you,
Talking about
Mr.
the
Bumpy.
Nemesis barley wine.
Yes, that's what I need to get. But even if I do get it, I might have to age it for a couple of days because, according to you and some people, it doesn't taste like a sweet barley wine when you first taste it. I might just get one bottle. When I get the beer, I'll probably just drink only one bottle out of it and see what it tastes like bitter. And then I'll wait a couple of weeks or a month and drink it again, because it's supposed to be wine, not nastiness. So all I got to say is this beer is very good. Sorry I went on a raid, but I just love different beers.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers, my man.
Yeah, this is very delicious. I will tell you this. I will give it a high rating, but I don't think it's going to be in the 100 range.
Yep.
But the Mackinac Fudge and KBS and the KBS is espresso and stuff like that. I like them better, but the reason why I get this stuff because it still tastes good. So it will be in the high range, but it won't be like all the way in the hundreds.
All right.
Cheers.
But it's good.
Thank you, Alex. All right. Let's put a Thomas Metal 75, and maybe that thing will. Okay, there we go. All right. Once again, we've got the Night Shift Brewing Company from Everett, Massachusetts, outside of, or I guess it's basically inside the city limits of Boston, Massachusetts. This is their Imperial Stout brewed with that Night Shift coffee. They're Wide Awake, 8.1%. And it is their espresso roast coffee beans that they have going on in this particular beer. So it's basically an Imperial version of their Awake Porter beer. So yeah, let's get a look in the glass once again. There's some nice lacing that's being left behind from the beer. It's got a little bit of legs. There's some good amount of legs there. It looks pretty good. So we already talked about the smell and it being that very fudgy, chocolatey, roasty, espresso kind of bean note. So right after that, last thing to do is to try that beer. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I hope night shift comes around here eventually. It's supposed to, but
I don't know why not. I don't know why they wouldn't.
well, it was supposed to be. There's supposed to be a factory here, but it didn't happen yet because of the COVID thing. So I'm hoping eventually it'll come around.
Interesting. All right. So the first thing that I'm getting is big espresso roasty kind of notes to it. And then I'm getting that big chewy kind of fudgy chocolate. It's just a nice roasty beer, through and throughout the sip on this one. There's a little bit of that sort of souring twinge you can get from cold coffee. Something is coming off kind of on that grassy, hoppy side, but I think it's being utilized to try to round out some of the sweetness, because imagine an Imperial Stout without any hops. It's going to be a sweet mess, or at least I think it probably could be. What else am I getting? I'm getting some graininess. There might even be a little bit of, I don't know what kind of a nut, but like a nuttiness, a nutty quality to that beer. Yeah, it starts out on that medium towards the fall side, and then as it finishes, you actually get kind of a lighter mouthfeel. So it's very easy on the drinkability. It's pretty, I'd say it's moderately crisp. It's got really small, fine bubbles, so it's easy to go down for the most part. It's semi-dry for what it is. There's a little itty-bitty, teeny-weeny amount of like a chalkiness in the background. Not much. You are left with the roasty quality in the mouthfeel. And I guess if you like coffee beers and maybe want a little bit more ABV, it kind of is on the refreshing side for what it is, but I wouldn't necessarily call it refreshing, but it's not really a chore to drink it. It's giving you all those rich chocolate, roasty notes that you're looking for out of this style of beer. So if you don't like that style of beer, I'm not sure why you bought a coffee stout. But so far, so good. Beer Advocate gives it a 92. Where am I going to go? You're going to have to wait and find out. We're going to go back to everybody. Here we are, the panel of Wildcard Wednesday, and we will go and put this back in some kind of logical order here. That looks right to me. All right, Michael. How was that beer? How's it treating you? What are you going to rate it?
I'm going to give this an 88 or a B plus. It was going to be a B to a B plus, and I think after sipping on it, and I have a little bit left, it's a standard good beer. It's not world class by any stretch, but it's okay, and I would recommend it. And it has a mild hoppiness to it. And I've had other beers from this brewery as well that are probably better than this, but this is okay. And as far as shout outs, Stout Sunday, John and Illy will be returning and 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Hope you can join us with a porter or a stout. And everybody enjoy the rest of your week. Eric, thank you for inviting me.
You got it. All right. James is next. What are you thinking on the Brooklyn Pilsner?
Okay, yeah, the Brooklyn brand Pilsner. I just want to say to Mr. Thrash Metal, a cheap date always starts with a surf and turf dinner, filet of fish sandwich, and a Big Mac. But I would give this 97 for Pilsners, 97 out of 100.
Oh, wow. Damn. You could, what possibly in the known universe could help that thing become even a higher rating, if anything?
If it wasn't a Pilsner, if it was a lager, a dark lager, or an Imperial India Pale Ale, some of the exotic IPAs that are out there, Imperial. But it's not nearly as light as your typical pilsners.
Sure. So, I mean, like as far as that style, like that's right up there with some of the better ones you've had.
Oh yeah, I mean, some people like the light stuff, and some people like pilsners. I like lagers better, but I've had lagers that are much lighter than this pilsner. Maybe it's because it's a craft beer, and not a macro, nationally advertised macro, But that's it's good though. It's definitely not light, and it's something you can drink often. But it's definitely a decent beer for the connoisseur that wants an everyday beer. Not the ham and egger, that will drink any damn fermented beverage just to get a buzz. I mean,
Right.
the creme de la creme of society, the pillar of society.
The Pilsner of society.
The Pilsner of societies.
All right. So what's going on YouTube these days? Social media? Anything to plug there?
No, not yet. I'm sort of on hiatus until I get some people that are willing to talk about serious things. Talk about what do you call current news topics, politics, and so on and so forth, and mix it with fun stuff too. After the serious talk, we usually do the mysticism with the I got the pendulums now, copper divining rod. People can stop and do a beer review, wine or liquor, but it has to be somebody that's willing to go the well-rounded path.
Sure.
And be on it. But I can do it myself, but sometimes I get tired because it's boring to me. There are people that go solo, but I've been getting tired lately. You can't have as much fun.
I'm still doing my thing with my friends. Ben, as soon as I'm done, I'll come back. I will.
It could be done solo, but it's not nearly as fun as having one or two co-hosts with you.
And some people go so low you never even see them.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind some intoxicated, scantily clad females to come on and do anything they want. There's no rules when I do a show, but it's just you have to have activity.
Yep.
You can't have me ranting for an hour or 2 hours, even though I've done it before, but it's still more fun to have others.
100%. Yep.
Yeah. I used to do the show with Gary W. Owens, or so I forgot his middle name.
Last name Owens, people.
Yeah, he
Tennessee.
I disagreed with him privately, and he took a tantrum and he blocked me because I disagree with his opinion about something in a very strong manner.
That just doesn't make it. Yeah, that just doesn't make it fun.
Yeah. Plus, he went and ordered a gigantic copper divining rods, bigger than mine. Granted, they're deluxe. Guess what? You can't see them on a webcam. They're too big. But he was saying, "Oh, mine is superior. I could feel the energy of the universe flowing."
Right.
I says, "I hate to say it, Gary, but it sounds like a big what contest in a locker room. Mine is bigger than yours, and all that stuff."
It's the steel reserve flowing through his body.
I will tell you this. That's kind of wrong that your friend did that, James. I think that's kind of stupid. The rods are good regardless if they're big or not. I don't know why you have to have a contest. Not you.
They work. But the rod, as long as the rod gets the job done. If you know
I already know they work.
and it could be seen on camera. But his tank is so big, it's so long. He should name it John Holmes or something. You know, his rod.
John Holmes, man.
Yeah, John Holmes.
AJ,
Weed Wednesday. That sounds like if the whole country, federal law passes it, federal, every state in the nation. That's something to think about. That Weed Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I want to smoke weed legally. I already do in my
the
state.
legendary beer man here has another channel with his other stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Damn. You know what?
Yeah.
Great segue, Alex. Let's hear from Beer Man right now.
Yes.
Did we review it already?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you talked about that beer. You're gonna rate it now.
We did review it. That's right. I forgot. Man. All right. So sorry. All right. Mango Tang, man. With a bit of cinnamon, nutmeg spice. This is off my notes. Vanilla shined well as well. Yes. Smooth, creamy, velvety mouthfeel, thick, full puree forward body, longer, slightly dry and peppery finish. Very, very beautiful fruited smoothie sour. I scored this a 98 out of 100, folks. This is just absolutely dreamy, and I want it again.
Wow.
So doesn't that say it enough? I mean, I said no 100. I wanted to kind of give some room, but this is definitely... Whoa. Really good to me. To me now. To me. Not to maybe y'all, but
the mangoes are there's a mango festival every year in India. There's hundreds of different varieties of mangoes.
Mangoes are delicious.
I love mango. I'm gonna try to find some mango beer
Me too.
maybe this Friday. This Friday I'm gonna try to find some mango beer and more KBS.
Yeah, I like mangoes. And with the vanilla is real nice and the spice. I like that. Good combination. Oh, real quick. Shit. Sorry, crap. Sorry about the language. Shoot.
Well, this is not Mr. Terio's show. You can say
Beer man. I tell you all the time, you can curse on my channel because you're my friend.
All right, then. I won't say the F word though, but I'll say shit.
Why can't we be friends?
Beer and Cheese Tuesday, 8:00 is always going, man. So bring whatever you want up to the table. If you need the link, let me know. You can get a hold of me in my about page on my channel. So bring whatever you want. Beer and cheese combo. And then Wednesdays, 6:00 Eastern. Do the math on the Pacific, 3:00. And it's a hoppy beer. So we're going to go 3 weeks of happy Wednesday. And we're going to do hoppy beers. So bring a beer with like several hops in them so we can learn. And interesting hops that aren't things you've ever heard of, if you can find it, if it's possible. Otherwise, we just relearn, and there's nothing wrong with that. So
Awesome.
It's possible.
Cheers. Videos go up all the time, so right on. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you.
Beer man, there's one more thing I gotta say to you. I'm really happy to see those kegs behind you. That makes a good, awesome.
It's a good sign, man, that things are coming. So. Cheers.
I have faith in you, Beer Man. You're my buddy, Beer Man. I have faith.
My buddy too, man.
Subscribe to Beer Man. Give him some love. Let's do it, man.
All you guys are my buddies.
Do that.
All right, Bumpy Road. What you say about that beer?
Well, now it may be super green, and it is only 2 weeks old, but yeah, the aromas on it are pretty good. The flavors, the hops kind of do a BDT thing. Boring, dull, tasteless. Kind of just leaves you with that. It's one-sided with just the orange, and like I already mentioned it. You guys know what I said. It's missing out on some of the aromatics in the flavor. Got a good mouthfeel, but it tastes so similar to so many other brews. Then there's just not a lot going on for it in the flavors. So I'm going to give Lazy Days from Backyard a 90 out of 100. Which, I mean, it's better than a Shelfie, but it's in the whole scheme of hazy IPAs, it's
right.
just kind of mixes in with a bunch of them, and it's not like an outstanding one. So there's that. Well, cheers to all that stuff.
It's a damn good looking beer.
All right, Bumpy.
I need to try to find Lazy Days.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard Backyard Brewing was supposed to be around here, but now it's in another state that no one's even ever heard of Backyard Brewing. I think you told me that, Bumpy.
Yeah, they don't really distribute. They're a very small brewery.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird that they have it in another state that people have never even heard of them, and I've heard of them from you.
I'm wondering if that's the same exact Backyard Brewery.
No, it is. Mr. Bumpy here said that.
Oh, yeah, really? Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, legendary Bumpy.
I don't know what he's talking about, honestly. So
Whoa.
You said it was supposed to be distributed, and then for some reason, some state had it. And
That's awesome.
I don't know.
I have no recollection of
You know
that.
what Bumpy Road is?
Because Backyard was going to during the pandemic. I think I know it. So Backyard was trying to ship out to other because you couldn't really go to the brewery anymore because they're a brewery in a kitchen. So they kind of live off of, hey, come on in, have a meal and stuff like that. So like their business was suffering. So they were looking for ways to get their beers out because they never distributed to like stores or anything like that really before. So it was that's why. But they couldn't get all the places that they were saying that they were going to try to ship to.
Shoot.
The poll's done. This for Multi Monday. The style that won is Scottish ales.
Wow. Sweet.
So I was kind of looking that up because I was thinking it was Scotch ale, but Scotch ale is its own separate category, I guess, versus Scottish ales. And then the other thing is Scottish ales is like a 3-tier thing. They have the light, the heavy, and the export under Scottish ales. So it's not just like bring a 60 shilling or something. It's like I guess you can bring 60 all the way up to a wee heavy.
I think our thought was
we've done wee heavy
80.
already on Multi Monday, but yeah, I don't know. But I guess Scotch ale, I guess, are not
80s are
Scottish.
the exports. Yeah.
I thought they were the same thing. I had to look it up because I was just like, well, because I went out and bought a Scotch ale, but I guess that is its own separate category. So I will I'll make a video and I will do my best to find a listing of Scottish style ales that will hopefully help myself and everybody else out there find one.
The easiest one I can think of off the top of my head is that Belhaven does Scotch ale, and Belhaven also has a Scottish ale.
Belhaven or Skull
80, yeah.
Splitter.
That's a 80 export. Yeah.
It's almost like porter to stout or stout to imperial stout. The Scottish is going to be the smaller, the littler of each.
It'd be nice if Brewdog had one that
would be cool.
They're from Scotland, so
you'd think. Kilt Lifter or McEwen's is another one. Yeah, that's another.
All right.
Or Mickey.
You ever think they might already have it and we don't know it yet? We might have to look that up. I'm thinking.
Oh, the Scottish beers are really good, man. Like the lighter ones, even the wee heavies are great, but the lighter ones are wonderful.
Now, why is it called Scottish? Is it because is it a Scottish?
It's different.
Whiskey?
It's based off of that. It was believed that those were the beers that were brewed in Scotland, although there's no actual historical history that they have found on.
It's a money concept, taxing too, as well. Like the shillings or the taxing laws, like 60, 70, 80, 100, whatever shillings. And you're getting taxed on these beers, having to pay more as you get higher in the alcohol volume is what I've understood. So they have these different levels that you can buy at for pub, whatever the hell they do. But I did back in the day. But yeah, I think the 80 or less is just only because I've been researching this. 80 or less would be, but you're the judge of this. 80 or less would be the export, or less would be the Scottish side of it. But that's definitely your thing, dude. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look it up.
Which direction you want to go?
I have a bunch of Scotch ales because I'm like, oh yeah, Scottish ale, Scotch ale, because I always thought it was just like short for Scottish ale. It's not apparently. So
Nice.
learn something new all the time.
Yes,
No,
definitely, man.
I get that video clip. The more you know.
Definitely.
I want to try Angus.
I love learning. You never know enough. Never know enough.
Thrash says cheers. We'll move on from there.
Mr. Sutton, how are you?
You know what? Yeah, let's go. Let's go to Mr. Sutton real quickly because he hasn't spoken about the beer of choice tonight. How's it going?
Great, man. Great. I'm having a good night.
Ah,
Appreciate you, Ron Sutton.
It's my birthday, so I thought I'd celebrate.
Oh,
It
happy
really
birthday.
is.
yeah.
Wait a minute. Happy birthday, Ron Sutton. Happy birthday, my brother.
Thank
Everybody
you.
else on panel.
61, man. I turned the page. 61 years old.
That's
Oh,
very
crap.
nice.
You made James go blurry.
But anyhow, my local grocery store was out of hams, so I bought some Budweiser, which I always enjoy. But yeah, crisp, clean, refreshing. It's the highest quality product on the earth. Yeah, you pick a little bit of malt up on the nose, not much. It just smells like a beer, and it's very enjoyable, man. I could drink them. I could pound these things all day long. A case might not be enough. 24 might not be enough for that day, especially if I'm out on the lake fishing. If I'm out on the lake fishing and then coming home and filleting the fish and frying them up fresh, they're still flopping while they're in the pan.
Keep it up, Gary.
Yeah.
Enjoy life. My dog got out, man. I got my hunting dog. He's back. He's in the house now. The son of a bitch got loose. He runs for about 2 hours.
How did he get out, Ron? How did he get out?
Flash from the hazard.
I got a Brittany.
Oh, Brittany.
Purebred Brittany, man. I'm telling you, I should have called him Marty because it's all artificial insemination.
No, what I'm saying, Ron, how did your dog get out? How did he get out? Like, you just jumped
My
up?
wife was cutting grass and she didn't close the gate. Well, it was gone, man. That's all right. It didn't need to run anyhow. I don't. As long as he's back, my heart rate went down, about 60 beats per minute.
Yeah.
When I finally got him hooked up on his lead, son of a bitch. But no, he's in good shape. He comes from a great line of dogs. But anyhow, what's going on? I think I got canned from the other show.
No, we're not gonna.
I think I let an F-bomb out and I screwed up. But I had a Lord Chesterfield ale, and that's hard to get. That Yingling,
That's my favorite Yingling. I love that beer. It's
and
good.
Lord Chesterfield ale. It's hard to get.
I
It's
like
a
that.
good beer. I can get it any day of the week. I can get it all the time.
Does remind me of the European style lager beers. Yeah.
It's like the premium that was back in the 1780s.
Yep.
It's a good product. It's a top fermented yeast. It's a ale. An ale is not a lager, so it's not as crisp.
Yeah.
But it's a creamy sessionable product. It goes down. It's a good product.
100%.
Lord Chesterfield ale.
Man, that's
I like their premium beer. Yingling premium beer is a good beer.
It's a lager, Yingling lager. Yeah.
that's their normal everyday.
Yeah, that's their original beer is the Yingling premium.
Not
And
an
that's what
amber.
they mix. They mix that with their porter to make the black and tan. Which
Oh, all right.
Now, hey Ron, did you ever have England Hershey beer? Because that was good.
I don't care. I don't care for flavored beers. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Chocolate
You're still
and all
my
that
friend.
stuff. Unless it's natural, I don't want to ingest it. And that Hershey, the Yingling Hershey, it's artificially flavored. So that's why
I
I
thought it
don't.
was supposed to be real Hershey. That's what I heard. I don't know. Well,
Nice. It could be real cocoa use.
yeah.
I know. My buddy had a chocolate shop called Gertrude Lee Candy. Man, his chocolate was the best there ever was. But times just changed and they had to sell the business and everything. But yeah, it was called Gertrude Lee Candy. Well, they came out with their walnut. They called it bark. Just like a walnut bark, or the walnut bark was the best. Man, was it good! Right out of on the cooling trays. Finally when it got cold and you started breaking it up, shit, that stuff was so good.
Was there any bark from the walnut tree in there for fiber?
Oh man, I'm telling it was so good. I'm telling you, James, it was Nirvana. What do they call it? Nirvana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Smells
was
like
Nirvana.
Teen Spirit.
In
Yeah.
utero.
We made turtles, pecan turtles, and once they got coated, before they cooled off, when they were still warm, them fucking pecan turtles, I'm telling you, God damn, you make yourself sick. What's one of them 7 deadly sins is gluttony? Believe me, you could commit gluttony with them things. But anyhow, here's to you, man. Cheers. It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
Alex, your turn to cheers. Mr. Ronald Sutton, tell us
Wait a
all
minute.
about your beer rating.
Happy birthday to you, Ronald Sutton. If I'd known it was your birthday, I would have drank a couple beers with you earlier, but I did not know that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Cheers.
Cheers, Alex.
You could have brought
Thank
him a
you.
cake.
Alex has the Kentucky Breakfast Stout today from Fountain.
Yeah, we got, yeah. So I'm going to give my beer a rating. Oh, I thought you were telling me.
Go right ahead.
All right. Well,
Panel for you.
I've been drinking this, but I'm going to give it a 97. I think it's a very good beer. It deserves a great rating. As you drink it, it's just so smooth and tasty.
I like that.
A 97 it is. And like I said, you'll probably be seeing me drink some of these KBSs. I'll probably get more on Friday.
You came back, huh?
I can't get enough.
Come on.
I'm hoping to get espresso eventually and all those other beers again. But like I said, as I said to Legendary Bumpy, I'm going to try to get the from Founders. What's that beer again? Damn it. Anyway, I'm losing my mind. What's the beer again, Bumpy?
You would do the
No,
Mackinac.
not Mackinac Fudge. The one that's out now. The wine.
Nemesis.
There we go.
Yeah. Alex loves the Founders. They do.
Yeah, they've been good so far, and I also
Good higher ABV beer. Yeah.
I even like the Panther Cub.
I haven't had that yet. I'm gonna try to locate that. I'm sure the Founders website can help me with that. They're usually pretty good.
It's a barrel age one. I will let you know on that one. It is barrel age.
So is that beer a wheat wine? Is that right?
Panther Cub. I don't know. Legendary Bumpy.
Yeah, the Nemesis of that Nemesis beer.
That is a barley one.
Barley.
Yeah.
Wonderful weed whacking Wednesday wackos.
So do you want me?
There's
Do you want me to tell
a
you? Do you want me to tell you my thing? Because I'm going to eat. I'm hungry.
Yeah, go right ahead, Alex. Yeah, we'll put you on full screen.
Well, Food Friday is going to be loaded baked potatoes.
Nice.
And bring your beer, and that's it. And please don't forget Stout Sunday. Johnny Boy's back, like Michael said. So stay tuned for that. Stout. Get your stouts on at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, please.
Great stuff, Alex.
Nice.
Good. Hello, Mrs. Ronald Sutton. Goodbye.
I'm gonna go eat, and if you guys are still on later, I'll be back. If not, I'll talk to you guys whenever.
All right.
All right. Cheers.
Alex.
Appreciate you.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Here, Alex.
You too. Cheers.
All right. I am going to drink this very fine little
Chug.
drop of- I want to have a little bit left to talk to you guys. There's Alex's raisiny kind of quality there. Definitely dark fruits. I almost mulled kind of spices at the end of that with the yeast strain. It's pretty good. I almost going to say fucking beer, so I'll say that's pretty good fucking beer. I give 93s all the time. I got to do something different, right, Michael? 92. Bam. All right. So, I mean, this isn't a fault, but maybe it's my reasoning. It's not like the biggest. It's not the biggest, the boldest, the craziest imperial stout in ABV nor in flavor. However, everything is working in a really good way, in an harmonious way. They like to say it's got notes of espresso, molasses, and brownie batter. The brownie batter to me is that fudge. So again, fudge, espresso, very dark roasted kind of malts to it. It's so easy to drink. It's pretty, you can pretty much put this back without much reserve. However, you're going to feel it later. So it was a little bit more subtly flavored when it was cooler out of the fridge. And again, once I just drank it now, once it really was room temperatures, when I even got anything that I thought was mold, spices, like you would put into a hot wine, a warm wine, or that dark raisiny quality. Otherwise, coffee and chocolate for days. So that's the kind of stuff you like. Even warmer, almost barley wine-ish things you could say about it. Interesting beer at 92. I would highly recommend trying that. And if you ever see a night shift beer, I've never had, they make seltzers. I've never had those. But if you ever see a night shift beer, I would just get it in New England. They represent what's great about New England brewing in general. So good stuff all the way around. So unless I tell you otherwise, I think I should be able to. I think I'm going to host again Wildcard Wednesday next week. Subscribe, everybody. Subscribe to everybody's channel. I got the channel, Thomas Metal 75, Beer Man. Go subscribe to him, Bumpy Road Brewery, Thrash Metal Homebrew and Barbecue. You'll see James P. Madonna on the Progressive Discussions. If you see Ronald Sutton on the YouTubes, give those pages a like. Say hello, what's up to Ronald Sutton. What else is going on? Oh, very good news, and I could put it in the chat for you all. We finally are going to release this goddamn album by my band Oxblood Forge. June 18th is the date for that. We have our Bandcamp page has the buy it or pre-order it now, $10 or whatever you want to donate past that. It would be greatly appreciated. So I'll go and shove that in the chat, and hopefully if you like these style metal and Black Sabbath mixed together, you will like this album. So pretty excited about that. Spring back the panel on that one. I am, again, pretty excited about that one. I can't complain. So anybody else got any final thoughts for the evening? Oh, a lot of us are going over to Beer Chugs for What the ABV in another. At the top of the next hour is the What the ABV show. Today is beers named after Willie. All the beers named after Willie. Wow. Damn.
Nice. Oh, I'm be smoking for that one, dude.
So yeah, if you go to oxbloodforge.bandcamp.com, you can pre-order the album Decimator. It will be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
I got a big corned beef brisket in the refrigerator I cooked last night for sandwiches.
Yeah,
spicy brown mustard. You're gonna slice it.
Oh, now you're talking.
Like pastrami almost.
Yeah, it's like well, pastrami's pretty good if it's good pastrami. Yeah, like it.
Yeah, man.
I love pastrami.
Pastrami. I think it's also brisket pastrami.
Yeah, man.
Well, then again, if you go to an old, Southwest Smoke barbecue place, they have brisket and pulled pork.
Yes. Oh my.
Pulled pork's great, man.
Excellent. Yeah.
Here's the names. Here's who we are. Thank you to the 8,000 people watching live. Thank you, Jeremy Vincent. I think we're going to close this one out. I don't have anything left in the glass, but until next time, tasting those great beers. Cheers. We're going to see you soon, and let's sign you all off, shall we? Bye, Ronald Sutton.